for you to be able to spend on IFMIS, there must be a corresponding credit. So it's laziness, it's not capacity. We have gone to far-flung counties like Turkana, they don't have these problems. I don't expect Kisumu City to have that kind of deficit, that you've got accountants who do not know how to debit and credit. Prof, I'm not feeling very much at ease. These are not stories that should come from a city headed by Professor Nyong'o. I think we have very, very high expectations of your government and very high expectations of your leadership. So now you hear people are being paid salaries to do jobs that they weren't doing. And I think that's where the problem lies. You must, your troops around you, you must crack the whip. Otherwise, they're going to drag your name in the mud.
There is a lot to do to make sure that the Treasury does its job. We have that problem of inherited manpower. We've been dealing with them, and as you know, some of them have just been removed recently. And in not too many months from now, I think the Treasury will be capable to deliver it much more effectively than it does today. And I assure you that take responsibility for that. But thank you very much for the meeting today. I think we were here to learn, we were here to get things corrected. Let us meet before
we are to have a conversation on 76 billion Kenya shillings, which is easily the equitable share of 12 or 13 counties combined. The governor has chosen not to appear.
The last meeting we had at the Energy Committee was, I think, 2 weeks ago. They summoned him. He is supposed to appear before that committee tomorrow. And I am going to again face Inspector where he is not appearing. At the Housing Committee, where we are both members chair, regarding the urban upgrading program, we have the largest housing program in the country. Nairobi has the largest housing program where we are redeveloping 13 estates. He failed to appear 6 times until the chair of the committee had to fine him 500,000 shillings. He is the reason and the motivation why Senator Ososi brought the motion before the House to enhance that fine, because 500,000 to Governor Sakaja is nothing.
In view of the persistent material breaches of the PFM that has been seen in Nairobi, where there's been 4 adverse opinions over a period of 4 years, that we shall look at the provisions of Article 225 and provisions of the PFM on stoppage of funds. This committee will strongly consider and perhaps propose the invocation of Article 225 over the persistent material breaches that have been seen in Nairobi City County. But before we get to that conclusion, members, I want to propose that summons be issued to compel the governor of Nairobi to appear before this committee. It is the chair overruling the objection for the following reasons. The Senate has demonstrated that the report of the Auditor General on the County Executive of Kisii for the year ended 30th June 2023, which was tabled on 21st of March 2024 and referred to the Public Accounts Committee for appropriate action, the Senate operated within the constitutional timelines. The Senate has further confirmed and demonstrated that if there was a delay by the Office of the Auditor General in submitting reports to Parliament, it was occasioned by the delay of the Kisii County Executive to provide financial statements, which were approved and signed by the CEC on 10th of January 2024, 3 months outside the constitutional and statutory timelines. With regards to the other report, the County Revenue Fund report for the year ended 30th June 2023, this report, the Senate was seized of it on 20th of March 2024, upon which the Senate referred the report to the Public Accounts Committee for appropriate action on that date. If there was a delay by the Auditor General in submitting the report to Parliament, again, it was occasioned by the County Executive of Kisii, because the County Revenue Fund's financial statements were approved and signed on 19th of December 2023, whereas they ought to have been provided by 30th of September 2023. If anyone is going to take responsibility for that delay, it is the county executive of Kisii. In the final report for the financial year 2023, this report, Parliament was seized of it on 21st of March 2024 within the constitutional timelines. We did our own internal processes of debate and consideration, and it was referred to this committee for appropriate action, which is what we are doing. If there was a delay by the Auditor General in providing the financial statement report to Parliament, it was again occasioned by the illegal actions, because these are violations of the law. We can point you to the law that makes it an offense not to comply with the provisions of the Public Audit and PFM Act. The County Revenue Fund, the revenue statements were approved and signed by the receiver of revenue on 30th November 2023, 2 months outside the statutory timelines. So, Governor, we must make a ruling on this. I do not want us to avoid taking the decision. Parliament has acted properly within its timelines. The county executive of Kisii has acted outside the constitutional and statutory timelines, and therefore, if there was to be a crisis, it would be a self-inflicted crisis by the county executive of Kisii. Now, it's important that we have this conversation, and I think it's important that you brought it up.
Chairman.
So that it can, just a minute, so that it can provide guidance to the other governors who might assume that they can use a legal loophole to run away from accountability. The Senate, I think we have applied our minds to this. Of course, we are seeking a review on certain issues, transitional issues, clarification on practical application. But we cannot seek a review of the Constitution. There's no contention about what the Constitution says. But for us to fulfill the constitutional requirements, all of us must play our part. There is no way the Auditor General can give a report if the entity provides a report in the following year. And there is no way this committee can take appropriate action without calling the entities, because Article 47 gives you the right to fair administrative action. So it's not, unless you just want us to adopt and say that insurance money was stolen, HR money was stolen. That's why we have afforded you this opportunity. I've made that long submission so that it can act as a guide kwa wale ambao wako na nia kama zako. We are to have a conversation on 76 billion Kenya shillings, which is easily the equitable share of 12 or 13 counties combined. The governor has chosen not to appear.
The last meeting we had at the Energy Committee was, I think, 2 weeks ago. They summoned him. He is supposed to appear before that committee tomorrow. And I am going to again face Inspector where he is not appearing. At the Housing Committee, where we are both members chair, regarding the urban upgrading program, we have the largest housing program in the country. Nairobi has the largest housing program, where we are redeveloping 13 estates. He failed to appear 6 times until the chair of the committee had to fine him 500,000 shillings. He is the reason and the motivation why Senator Ososi brought the motion before the House to enhance that fine, because 500,000 to Governor Sakaja is nothing.
In view of the persistent material breaches of the PFM that has been seen in Nairobi, where there's been 4 adverse opinions over a period of 4 years, that we shall look at the provisions of Article 225 and provisions of the PFM on stoppage of funds. This committee will strongly consider and perhaps propose the invocation of Article 225 over the persistent material breaches that have been seen in Nairobi City County. But before we get to that conclusion, members, I want to propose that summons be issued to compel the governor of Nairobi to appear before this committee.
I can see Bramwell is trying to be clever. Bramwell, is there an officer called Anastasia Sumbua in your department?
Yes, she's a...
What is her position?
She's a principal fire officer.
What is her qualification?
She's in theology.
Correct.
And there's
Let's
nothing wrong
move
with
to the
that,
next
Senator,
one.
because,
Just a minute.
Because disaster management.
Just a minute.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute.
Yes,
Is there somebody called Juliana Nzioki?
correct.
What is her position?
I think she's also a principal, if I'm not wrong. But
Yes. What is her qualification?
She has, I was just looking at it a minute ago.
So that it is not, Governor,
Yeah.
it seems that we just perpetuate fake news on the media.
Yeah.
And it is intended to help you reallocate these resources in a manner that will be most efficient for the people of Nairobi. Juliana Nzuki has a degree in theology as well.
Can you confirm that, Bramwell?
I'll go through the list.
Bramwell, can you confirm that?
I can confirm that, Chair.
Good.
Okay,
Let's go to Brian Kariuki, the Chief Fire Officer.
He's not Chief Fire Officer.
What is
There is no gentleman called Brian Kariuki.
He is, but he's not the Chief Fire Officer.
What is his position?
He's probably part of the fire team.
What is his qualification?
I would have to check.
He is a degree in library studies. You will
Correct.
check with me.
Yes.
Lastly, Chair, Disaster Management Officer, Belinda Anyango. Is she there?
Yes, she is.
What is her position?
I wouldn't, but I would agree with whatever she.
No,
qualification she has.
Bramwell. You are not going to.
But Chair, I need to clarify.
Bramwell,
something.
order. We will put you on oath
Yes.
if you proceed that way. Senator Sifuna.
Yes, Bramwell, Belinda has a degree in tours and travel.
Okay.
Yes, there is a mismatch of skills in your department. And when we bring them up, it's not that because we have anything against you or against these officers. They could be more useful in other departments.
Who certified these financial statements? I can see Sami Ndana, Principal Accountant, County Assembly. Is Sami Ndana still in the County Assembly?
Yes, it's still.
Is Sami Ndana here?
Chair,
Where is Sami Ndana? Can someone give Sami Ndana a microphone?
Chair, to write on that, the signature is 4. So I don't believe. it's
Sergeant
supposed to be
at-arms?
4.
We want to find out who is this certified public accountants or certified public accountant who can prepare financial statements without disclosing payables, receivable, assets, contingent liabilities, bank reconciliations, and ask why that person is still certified as a public accountant. Sami Ndana, are you the one who signed these financial statements, as I can see?
I think you can see it was signed for. I'm not the one who signed.
Sami Ndana, who signed these? I don't know whether that 4 is part of the signature. So do not tell me that kind of story. Your name is in this financial statement. Are you the one who signed this financial statement or not?
Chair, I'm not the one who signed the financial statements.
Who signed the financial statement?
It's one of the accountants,
What is the name of that accountant?
Moses Ngitonga.
Is Moses Gitonga present?
Yes, Chair.
Where's Moses Gitonga? Where is Moses Gitonga?
Chair, I think he was around. I don't know where he is now.
Sergeant at-arms, can you find Moses Gitonga? He must be brought here.
They should not have indicated my name in the financial statement because I was not around.
Auditor General, when an officer is on interdiction, can they execute on behalf of the entity?
Chair, that cannot happen.
So are you saying that there was forgery in these financial statements, Sami?
Chair, what I can say that the statements were signed for.
No, but what does that mean? You are on interdiction. It is your name that is here. It is your ISPAC member number that is here. If you are going to hang somebody, we are going to hang ISPAC member number 11871. Is that Sami Ndana?
Yes, Chair.
So what are you saying
Chair.
in mitigation? Because we have no other evidence to hang somebody else besides Sami Ndana.
Chair, if I can say, if you are out of the office, what happens in the office, you have no control.
Do you have an interdiction letter?
Yes, Chair, I have it.
Why were you interdicted? Was it because of theft of public funds?
Not Chair.
What were the reasons for the interdiction?
We disagreed with the clerk then on what some of the procedures.
Sami Ndana, you are disowning these financial statements because that was not your signature and you are not in office at that time.
from my point of view, because I'm not the one who signed the reports, I disown it.
So members, we are discussing a forgery.
Yes.
We are discussing a forgery. Is that the best use of our time? No. OAG, there's a reason why you insisted in the template that the financial statements must be signed by a member of the Institute of Certified Public Accountants for that perspective of professional responsibility. And if Samindana tells us that he was interdicted and his membership number was used on this financial statement,
Chairman, that's fraud.
that is fraud.
That's fraud.
And you see, the unfortunate bit is that in this financial year, or in a prior financial year, Nairobi City County Executive also had the accounts certified by an accountant. Seriously, is this how we are going to run the capital city of the Republic of Kenya? But Speaker Clerk, I will not proceed to interrogate a report where the professional who's supposed to certify them has already disowned them. Where is the guy? Where is the guy we have said should be here?
Is a principal accountant the
Administer
same?
the oath on these two guys.
I, Moses Itonga, I solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before this committee, respect of matters before the committee, shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Tell us what you do at Nairobi City County Assembly.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm an accountant and a member of ISPAC.
What is your role? What is your official designation in the County Assembly?
My designation is reporting section, where I assist the principal accountant in preparation of financial statements,
So you are,
among other jobs.
you are principal accountant.
No, I'm saying that I assist
What is your title?
accountant two.
Accountant?
Two.
Accountant 2. Are you a member of ISPAC?
Yes, I am, Mr. Chair.
What is your membership number?
I can't recall.
Once again, I'll ask you, are you a member of ISPAC?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I am.
How much time do you need us to give you to get your membership number?
A day. No, sir, Mr. Chair.
If you are a member of ISPAC, isn't there a register of members that is electronic
Yes, there
and
is.
online?
Yes.
If you go to the website, are you able to retrieve it?
Even if you can see, they can check for you.
Clerk, you've got an electronic gadget because next time he's going to say it does not have bundles.
Mr. Chair, my membership number is 13814.
138. Can you confirm that you are the one who signed the financial statements for Nairobi City County Assembly for the financial year ended 30th June 2021?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I signed for principal accountant.
Did you have the capacity to sign these financial statements as a professional?
Yes, Mr. Chair, being a member of ISPAC, yes, I was.
Did you have the functional capacity to sign these financial statements? You could have a driver who's a member of the institute. Does that driver then have the functional capacity to sign financial statements?
I can't lie to this committee that if not, I was supposed to sign the financial statement, but being a member of ISPAC, give me that leeway to sign for the principal.
I have given you the illustration. You are a driver.
Yes.
And you're a member of ISPAC. Can you sign the financial statements because the substantive office holder is interdicted?
Mr. Chair, if the mandate does not fall under me, I'm not supposed to sign.
In your view, who should take responsibility for the accuracies or inaccuracies of this financial statement? Who should take professional responsibility?
I think it is the office of the principal accountant.
There is professional responsibility. The ISPAC number is not assigned to an office. It is assigned to an individual. So which professional should take responsibility for this financial statement?
As per the financial statement, it is Samindana. Because the number is up.
Who was on interdiction?
Yes,
Did Samindana sign these financial statements?
he did not sign.
Are you trying to set up Samindana?
No, Mr. Chair, I'm not setting him because you have the document with you and the number is there. So it will be sound.
So you signed these financial statements
On
as
behalf-
a professional, then you are saying the person to carry the cross is Samindana. What are you trying to tell us? You think this is a high school disciplinary committee?
No, Mr. Chair.
Senator Onyonka.
Chair, my brother, I want to ask you. You signed on behalf of Mr. Ndana, right?
Yes.
Who told you to do that?
This document, as I
Who
said,
told you?
Who told you to do that?
it was the acting principal accountant then.
Who was then? Mention his name.
She is Aris Kaoga, who is not here.
What did she tell you to do? I didn't ask you to tell me whether she's here or not.
Mr. Chair, this is what happened. As I said earlier, it was an issue
Wait
of
a minute, Moses. There was an acting principal
accountant.
So the principal accountant is on interdiction. There is an acting principal accountant.
Yes.
Why couldn't they sign?
She was not a member of ISPAC, and also the issue.
What is the qualification to be a principal accountant?
You must be a member of ISPAC.
And you
apart
act
from
in a position whose requirements you do not possess.
of course, you cannot be allowed to.
We are not going to process a financial statement that was not signed by the person who is mandated to sign it. You gave us your membership number.
Yes, Mr.
Is your membership current?
I think there is 1 year backlog, but I've renewed.
So if there's a backlog, are you a member of the institute?
Yes, I am a member.
Moses Gitonga, are you a member? You're a member of the institute, but are you a member in good standing?
No.
And what does that mean?
This is as we speak for this current year, but previously up to that period, I was in good standing. But currently, no, I'm not in good
So
standing.
when were you last in good standing?
From last year, it's only this year.
And what is your role in the assembly right now?
I just, as I said, that is that my job is more of a clerical preparing the rangers. Then I found to principal accountant for
The
preparation.
clerical preparing ledgers. You
Yes.
end up signing financial statements. Speaker, you're running a joke. You're not running an institution.
5 projects that budgetary allocation of 421 million that did not take off. Can you get the breakdown of the same projects?
Given time, Chair, we will provide that breakdown. We'll give you a list.
Chair,
Yes, Senator.
small question. CEC Finance. Did you have a meeting with the OAG, incoming meetings, exit meetings? When they raised this issue, did you interrogate and understand what they were looking for?
Yes, we did.
So why were you presenting this report to us, which does, you see, the only way we can quantify the amount of money that you've spent in Lamu County, there has to be a resonant response by the projects which exist, either finished or not finished. You understand that?
Yes.
So why didn't you give us the list?
We regret for that. We'll submit immediately.
I think, Chair, that's your call.
A list of complete projects, stalled projects that did not take off for 421 million and 48. Do you have that itemized list that totals to the actual budget of 796,387,920 shillings? Itemized, not per department, itemized like an ECD center, a water pan, a market, or a road. Is there itemized documents, itemized projects? Do you have that list?
We will provide Honorable Chair.
You know, you are
Kindly give us
overstretching
time.
my magnanimity. The day is still young.
Kindly give us time, we'll provide.
Governor, you know
Somebody
you are the
request.
one who has taken oath. How long has been your CC finance survey?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
You know there are people who have gone home after serving only 2 years. Are you aware?
Very much.
Yes. So maybe Senator, are there any stalled projects you are aware of when you are, you know, about? Are there MCS? Did we invite MCS? Which Clark Kiam?
Yes, Honorable Chair,
they
we
with us?
invited the County Assembly, but we did not receive a confirmation.
You didn't receive.
Yes.
Senator, are you aware of maybe a number of projects that maybe they are stalled or you have come across while you are in your county?
Chair, I'm a little bit amazed
of the kind of amount of money that we are talking about. We are talking about 706 million. That is a lot of money. And I fail to understand the reason as to why the executive was not able to provide the list or to explain the queries that were raised by the Auditor Generals. So my point is, Chair, the executive had a lot of time to provide and try to exonerate themselves from this allegation from the auditor, if you may call it an allegation from the Auditor General's office. So I really don't understand the reason as to why we should continue with this issue, bearing in mind that a lot of money has been lost. Where are we headed? They are asking for more time. They are asking that they be given more time. I am of an opinion that this committee, through your indulgence, Chair, you intervene on this issue because this is a very serious issue that needs a serious investigation, including the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, so that we are able to ascertain exactly where is this money that the Auditor General is actually talking about.
I think, members, that's a valid interest. Maybe Senator Okoiti Okia Omtata Andrew, who was to be a priest, can you go on record and maybe make your observation?
Yes, Honorable Chair, Honorable members of the Senate, Your Excellency the Governor and your delegation, my name is Okio Mtato Koiti, a Senator and a member of this committee. You are most welcome.
Thank you, Senator Okoiti Omtata.
If I may comment, I think this issue of documentation really should not be taking up our time, and I agree with the Senator of Lamu, and I endorse what you have said. I think just a question of not taking your work seriously. That's why you end up with this kind of petty issues consuming our time.
So, so I direct as follows. Governor, can you just repeat this? You have given departmentals. This 796, the actual budget, 796 million plus worth of projects. Is it possible to itemize each and every project?
Yes, it is, Chair.
And the status, whether it's complete.
And I think, let me also clarify.
Yes.
The auditors did not indicate that there was any money lost.
No, I've not come there.
No, the Senator of Lamu is thinking that there's money lost. The money is there.
He's not thinking. If a project is not complete, is not started off and has been allocated, the probability of loss is very high. Unless you can give us an audit version of itemized where the projects.
That we can provide. And one of the problems is late disbursements of funds. This is one of the biggest problems that we have. Like now, we are in November, and the last disbursement we received was for the month of August. Right now, there are no projects ongoing because we just don't have the finance with us.
Maybe before I make a ruling, Senator Okiomtat and then Onyonka, you can come on board.
This idea of no money is lost needs to be understood in context. You are not given money to keep. You are supposed to deliver services. People need services, that's why the money is given. So when the money sits in a bank, the money is lost. The people are not getting the services that they are entitled to. So the money is not at the end in itself. So we really want to get real time, because if you are given 10 shillings today and you don't utilize it with inflation and all that, then you'll be losing money. And then people who want the service delivered also lose out, and so the loss is quantifiable in different terms than just money. So let us not look at money as just having the money. Maybe the parable of talents, if you remember it, where some guys were given and they just kept and took it back, but others went and did other things with it. So let us look at money in terms of service delivery. The people are missing service, and the money, if money has been given by the taxpayer, it should go to the course which it's required. If it doesn't go to the course in real time, then losses are being incurred, even if you hold on to the exact cash. That's all, Chair.
Your Excellency, Governor, but me, I see it a little different. Our job is to listen to what the technocrats tell us is happening in Lamu, because we have not even come there. And the Auditor General's office has told us that there is 796 million shillings which has been allocated through your CIDP onto various projects. All that this committee wanted is for you to give us which projects were allocated when, how much money that these projects have spent since then, and then you can tell us that some of the projects which are stuck is because the funds have not come. Then for us, we have no issues. But right now, what you have tabled for us is a story that I cannot verify. As your senator, I cannot stand and say what the governor of Lamu has brought with the team is that this 700 million is actually accounted for and it has worked, and yes, there could be the small issues in there. So I am supporting your senator that. Can we please get a report on all these projects, how much money has been spent there, and if possible, pass it through the Auditor General. They will then tell us in reality where we are. That's the challenge I see.
I think, Senator Onyonga, you are giving Solomonic advice today, which is unusual, but you are doing a good job. I think that's the best advice. OAG, have you visited any project in Lamu before you came here?
No, sir. No, not very.
So, Governor, you know what we wanted is very simple, and I want to simplify. If you tell us there is AMU, there is an ECD center, what is the status complete? Even counties bring pictures sometimes to prove that some of their projects. Because if you tell us an ECD center in Beketoni, there is one complete or ongoing or stalled, we would have used that one to develop basis. But now that there is a departmental, it is very unfortunate we cannot tell the difference. And the report you have there, I don't know, you said you have, is that one itemized or it's just on departmental? The one you are referring to. Is it item by item or is it departmental? Can you table, I just see if we can accept quickly before I make the ruling, so that we move members. Yeah, just bring it for a glance. I have not given you opportunity to table. I just want to see, because this is close to 800 million. We really, and Governor, the explanation of lawfulness, effectiveness of use of funds, the fact that a project is not complete within specified time, with the inflation, the money is lost and the value for that project is not given to the people of Lamu or Kenyans. Thank you. Yeah, this one you should have forwarded to OAG. How many projects are these, Governor? This
one?
There are 3.
Not 4. Point number 2 is postponement number 1.
Yes.
Paragraph 4 is postponement number 2. The governor alleging to have traveled to Mecca.
Yes.
Paragraph 5.
Yes, that's another postponement. That's the third one.
That's the third one.
The fourth one is paragraph 9.
Paragraph 7.
Paragraph 7, yes.
Paragraph 7 is the fourth postponement.
Yes.
Then paragraph 10 is a request for the 5th postponement.
Yes.
So we've had 4 postponements. And I have further request for a postponement.
Yes. Which was declared.
And all this has been happening within a period of about 365 days.
1 year.
Because this started from 6th of March. Today is 8th of March 2024. And obviously, if you have rescheduled the appearance of a county 4 times which is unprecedented, completely unprecedented. And that is the reason why we declined to accept any further postponement. And that is the reason why the Senate is in Isiolo today to carry out its constitutional mandate. Now, honorable members, I don't know whether there are any comments on that paper, or we note it and then we proceed to the next agenda. I'll open the floor if there's any comment from members.
My name is Mahmoud Mohammed Ali, Governor for Marsabit County.
We asked you for documents. You said there have been all these issues in Marsabit. Then you bring me a document I cannot read. Are you still going to accuse me of imputing ill motive? If I say that you did not want me to see what is written in this document? Because you have presented a document I cannot read.
So, Chairman, 3 years. Out of all the many documents, this is one page, and maybe so.
So we remove that one?
No, it's unfortunate. I have already gone on record and apologized for the unfortunate error. Unfortunately, you cannot dismiss all my work just because of one page, Mr. Chairman.
Your Excellency, you can't decide that for us.
Okay.
You know the standing of
Fine.
Yeah.
There are conditional grants which you cannot get if you have an adverse opinion. And we'll be demonstrating to you as we go ahead that because of this opinion, the people of Marsabit have lost millions in form of Kenya Revolution Support Program. So it is not a casual thing. So I want you to relax, take a deep breath, and be ready to learn from the Senate and the OH. It might help you in future. We are not in a defense and offense situation. 161 million, 524,000, 635. Now, can you continue getting this money if you have an adverse opinion from your knowledge of that conditional grant?
No, Mr. Chairman.
So it means that this opinion has led to the loss of 161 million to the people of Marsabit.
Still, Mr. Chairman, in that particular year, we had that problem, and I told you I've taken action. But by the way,
Governor, we are just laying facts. Because we must establish a link between this opinion and the money that comes to Marsabit. Is it a fact that with an adverse opinion, you would not continue getting the 161 million? Right. If you had 161 million, Governor, would it do a lot of things with that? Because the fact is you lost 161 million.
It's true.
Opinion.
I'm only trying to say it is true, but we made effort previously. We had, and when we came in as a council, we gradually, the way the auditor has been saying, we've been gradually improving in this department. The 161 you have noted was as a result of improvement over the previous system, or rather accounting procedure that we did.
These conditional grants, you think it's free money coming from donors. That money is guaranteed by Treasury. Kenyans are repaying it.
Governor, why would you introduce a strange document in the year under review? Unless this one is in the wrong place, because, and that is why we're asking, when do you do bank reconciliation? As has been requested by Senator Sifuna. Another one is, this one is another document, is also 11 January 2022. Another one, Chair, interesting, is 15 March 2024. When the governor realized he was coming to the Senate, he decided to go back and get another certificate of balance. Very interesting. Another one is 15 March 2024. And it is good I'm seated to a very good gentleman who is the area senator, and he can confirm that what I'm saying is what I'm saying. So that is why, Chair, I always insisted that we need to give chance to the client to clean up his own documentation. Because this one, it doesn't make sense.
In question 1, which is the variance of the cash book and financial statement, or 7 accounts, differ from respective total cash balances. And if you go to the receipts, cash books and the certificates, if they can give us what are the variance between the two, this way we can clearly go to the supporting document. Because the supporting document is showing the cash book is the same as and the certificate. So here, the audit query is not even guiding us anywhere.
Mr. Chairman, 75% of the queries have been discussed and really agreed with the auditors and my team. So, and that's what we are saying. The facts and the material content of this matter can be confirmed, and I stand by them.
So if a payment has been made and it doesn't clear, as per the governor's response, shouldn't we see that in your bank statements? Where are those bank statements?
After that payment, we have...
You're going too fast. Sorry. The Excel spreadsheet, payments in cash book not reflected in bank statement as at 30th of June 2020.
Yes.
Is that the real date? 2020, not 2021?
2021.
What is there? Should it be
And
2020
the payments
or
in cash book
2021?
not reflected in bank statement as at 30th June 2021.
No, read what is
It's
before us.
2020, it's indicated 2020.
It is indicated 2020.
Yes.
So, what is the use of giving us that schedule for 30th June 2020?
That's an error.
You see, Governor, why it was important for us to go through this?
Yeah, I see. Got it.
So then, you know, your first document undated, your second one undated, referring to a different financial year. Why do we waste time even to go to subsequent explanations? In English or in whichever language you're familiar with, this 28 million, what happened to it? Who took it?
Yeah. The 28 million was paid to contractors that have done or have worked for county government.
Why is it difficult to just demonstrate that? Bringing us undated reconciliations and schedules relating to the year 2020. Governor, why would that be so difficult to 28 million out of 8 billion?
Yeah.
To then expose us to this charade.
No, Mr. Chairman, I agree with you that a lot of errors have been made in the process of demonstrating that. But the statement from the bank, which of course is verifiable, is very clear, Mr. Chairman.
What is the required bank certificate?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the statement. Remember, it was the first question that I asked.
Mr. Chairman.
Senator Young.
Governor,
Yeah.
if you look at these documents that have been displayed here, what we are actually saying, if you give me just 1 hour, I'll get you another one like this from you. If you give me, in fact, 30 minutes.
This is from KCB back.
No, I don't have that.
CBK, actually CBK.
It hasn't been certified to be a true copy of the original.
That's the error. That is the error.
You are asking me to abdicate on my responsibility.
No.
You are telling me to take what you've given me, accept it at face value, because you are saying so. And we are saying our GPS is the Auditor General's office. They are saying what you presented here doesn't satisfy the basic tenets of accounting.
I have come to the conclusion that it will not be tenable for us to proceed with this interrogation. But I am at least happy that we have been able to demonstrate some of the gaps that need to be closed. Now, members, I wanted to propose that we have the option of adopting the Auditor General's report as is, which would mean that the Senate is saying that 8 billion was stolen from Marsabit. But I think it would also be fair for us to accord a proper hearing to the Governor of Marsabit. But when we give you that window for a proper hearing, it would be important that you serve us with records that are relevant and that are precise to the questions before us.